Hello YouTubers, thought I'd do another overview of one of my video cameras. This is my lovely Panasonic MS4 Super VHS unit. I've already done a few uploads from this camera, but I've not really done a proper showcase, or actually I haven't done a proper overview of it at all. I got very lucky with this camera on eBay and actually picked it up for a little over £10. But also I was lucky with it because you're quite lucky to pick up any working VHS camera these days. A lot of them are sold as working and they turn out to have multiple faults, or they're just faulty overall. And here's some of the features you've got on here. Sort of, let's see what I'm doing here. There you go. Focus, you've got manual override there, of course. A camera like this you can have manual focus with a proper ring on the front. There you go. You've also got, which was very popular back at that time period, lots of digital effects. So yes, you've got lots of digital effects, which are very popular at that sort of time period, around the 2000s. This actual camera came out in 1999. Similar sort of time to the M10. This obviously being Super VHS, not standard VHS. As I say, you've got digital effects on there. You've got still, so you could freeze the image, or strobe if you want to give people fits who are sensitive to that sort of thing. You have that on there. Digital titler, I've not played around with that, but it's on there. And then what you would expect on a camera that's more pro. You've got the option to go from full auto, which is obviously an amateur feature, and then go full into manual, or a portrait mode, which is a bit different, which is there you've obviously got control of your iris and so on. But yes, it's a professional camera. It's not pro, but it's on the semi-pro side more than the amateur. So, and these did cost a fair whack back in the day. They would have been priced at least £2,000 when they were new in 1999. Apart from that, there's nothing special on there. You've got Program A, so you can switch between things like the sports mode, high shutter speeds. I think it's got snow mode on there as well. Sort of brighter situations. Date and time stamp, which I like to just stick on the recordings because it gives that retro feel, doesn't it? On-screen display, that's what OSD is, and then a fade, it's just basic fade out, and then you have a camera search feature, which I've also not played around with much. On top of the camera you've just got behind here reset for the counter and your time setting features, so you can set the date and time and everything on here. Also importantly, especially on a Super VHS, you have the option to have that on auto or off. So obviously if you're going to be using it for Super VHS, which you would hope you were going to with this camera because that's why you pay the extra, stick that on auto and it will detect the S-VHS tapes. There's just some of the spew that was on the side. Built-in speaker, so the operator of the camera can hear what they're recording back as they're doing it, so you don't have to have any headphones sort of plugged in. Here, when you've got it in this mode, slid up, you're in record mode, so ready to record onto tape. If you push down, it then puts it into the player mode, in which case you can do your play, rewind and normal VCR options. Bottom of the camera, eject button, and eject button for the battery. So there's your tape one. Oh, there you go, listen to the retro noise. Let's do it again for you. Lovely. And then yes, yeah, battery eject button here, which I did get a new battery because surprise, here's some information for you, helpful if it's not upside down. If you're looking for a new one, just look on eBay, type in Panasonic MS4 battery if you need one. You can pick them up for about 25 quid. Strangely, the ones that they came with is going to be long dead because they're acid and they're lead acid, and they do not keep at all. I think it's about only something like 6 months, so if you don't use it regularly and you have it just sitting in your box for 6 months, it will die and you'll have to buy a new one. But yeah, so just bear that in mind with these old units. This side, nothing really special, it just says the model hi-fi stereo, lens, I've cleaned this up, but that mark is annoyingly stuck on there. Haven't scrubbed it hard enough and I don't really want to. But the lens is clear though. Oh yeah, sorry, the back. They're the ports. So you've got full Furno out, stereo camera, so all the 3 ports, left and right audio and your video out. And then you've got speaker on and off, so that is the speaker on the side that I showed you for the operator, which also works when playing back the tape as well, so it just gives you a monitor, which is quite nice. Remote control, that's for one of the ones you plug in on the tripod, so you could control it. I don't have one of those, but you could get them back in the day. S-video out as well. And then you've got your hi-fi audio switch there as well. Let's just get those in a bit clearer for you. And that really is it. But yeah, you'll see the footage on my channel, both with it being used with normal VHS, which I had when I first got it, so I didn't have an S-VHS tape at the time, and I later did, and then I uploaded that video for you the other day. But yeah, really nice camera, lucky to have a working one, especially lucky to have it picked up for about £10.95, it was £10 something anyway. So yeah, got lucky there. The only problem with it is there's a lot of the videos that I see on YouTube that are uploaded from VHS, there's quite a bit of hiss. And it's not, which I can tell because I've played other VHS tapes in it into my computer, it's not these ports, so it's not a faulty port here. So which means it's unfortunately something with a microphone or something with the chip inside, which is just causing some hiss on one of the channels. There's nothing I can do about that really. Actually, one thing I did forget to mention, it does have a microphone 3.5 jack, so I might try plugging in external mic and see if I have better quality that way. That might be a way of getting around it. But yeah, it's not something I'm going to use massively. It's heavy for starters, and with my fibromyalgia, lifting things like this really tire me out unfortunately at the moment, so a lot of my bigger cameras aren't getting used as much as I would like to. But that's for another video. I have done one on my fibro before, but there will be more coming. But yeah, I thought I'd just do an overview of this camera because it's a very nice one, and it's, you know, sort of VHS I'd have back in the day. Well, not this, I wouldn't have been able to afford this. This would cost a bloody bomb, and I would have been about 10 when it came out. But yeah, a very nice camera. I don't think there's anything else to really show on there. I've shown everything. Really, the low light, anything, just do a closer shot of it. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen on my camera from the side, so I'm not. There we go. But yeah, white balance mode, low light mode, which just brings up the gain and makes it look grainy as shit, but at least it gives you that flexibility of recording in, you know, lower light situations. As long as you can get the shot, that's the important thing. And then, as I say, focus manual and all your iris features. This is a professional camera, it's going to have everything you need to change the image settings. But yeah, really nice bit of gear. I would use it more, but it's too heavy for me to carry on the long term, so hopefully I'll sort out my health and then be able to use these big cameras more. Right, speak to you in the next one. See you later.